The Hollywood is coming at you right now, so let's get into it. The latest rumor on the streets of Tinseltown is that a famous A-list singer and an actress and her C-list boyfriend are headed for a breakup. Here's a clue. They starred in Wicked together. I'm talking about Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. Now, I want to repeat, this is just a rumor. It was sent to me on Instagram, and, I'm reporting what I'm seeing, okay? If you were to look into Ariana Grande's dating history, though, there is somewhat of a trend for how long she tends to date someone before either getting engaged or breaking up. And if you don't know, it's about a year and some change, okay? As I said, the couple met while working on Wicked, but there is a catch. Ethan Slater, this guy here, was actually married to his high school sweetheart, and they had just welcomed their first baby together when he decided it was time to jump ship from his marriage and get with Grande. Now, Slater was married back in 2018, but he filed for divorce in 2023 when news of his relationship with Ariana Grande finally became public. It's a little sus, if you ask me. Now, as for Ariana Grande, she was actually married as well, but to this guy named Walton Goggins, who is he's in the real estate scene in Los Angeles, so he's not a public figure like she is per se. So anyways, they both were dating people that were not in the limelight. They were married to people not in the limelight. So she and Slater got together while she was still married to Gomez, but according to several sources, her marriage to Walton Goggins was going down the drain not long after they actually tied the knot in 2021, still during that pandemic time, and then she finalized her divorce in March 2024. So as for why her marriage to this guy, Walton Goggins, ended, Ariana Grande actually hinted that her ex-husband broke her heart during their 2-year marriage. She appears to reference their split on her Eternal Sunshine Deluxe album that dropped last month. So in a song titled Intro, End of the World Extended, she sings, "I broke your heart because you broke mine. So me, I'm the bad guy because I'd already grieved you. And you started to realize I don't need you." Fighting words. She also seems to have called out her ex on yet another song called Twilight Zone. And on the track, she sings about mistakenly thinking she knows the person she's dating, but discovering the facade was a lie. So, we shall see if Ethan and Ariana stay together or break up. Right now, the rumor is they did break up, but Wicked Part 2, the press tour is coming. I can already feel it. That's going to be taking place this fall, October, November sometime, so we'll just have to see how things play out. All right, and speaking of rumors and possible bad blood, White Lotus Season 3 co-stars Walton Goggins and Aimee Lou Wood might have some major beef happening. This Walton Goggins and Aimee Lou Wood. So since the season finale aired earlier this month, news has gone viral that the actors who played love interests Rick and Chelsea on the show can't really tolerate each other, which is baffling. A Fleetwood Mac song, an SNL sketch, and a trail of deleted Instagram comments all seem to be adding fuel to this big old rumored fire. Okay, so off screen, they initially appeared to get along swimmingly in early interviews. They spoke warmly of each other, with Aimee Lou Wood actually calling Goggins, quote, a dream to work with, and Goggins describing Wood as a, quote, revelation. But that tone, unfortunately, didn't last. Here's the lowdown. The first signs of a possible rift came via Instagram. Fans noticed that Wood and Goggins had subtly unfollowed each other, which is usually not a big deal, except they both continued following other White Lotus cast members. Okay, so red flag number one. Then came a cast tribute post from Walton Goggins. It was a carousel of behind-the-scenes photos, many of them featuring Aimee Lou Wood. But while other castmates were tagged, she was conspicuously not tagged. And adding to the intrigue, fans noted that her previous comments on his posts had vanished. I know, this is a lot. All on social media, and it says a lot. His quotes, or his comments, remain visible on her posts. So theories of a possible block or soft fallout quickly picked up traction. And then came the Jason Isaacs quote. Now, this actor, he plays Tim Ratliff in White Lotus Season 3. He gave several interviews where he alluded to tensions during the shoot. He said, quote, "It was like a cross between Summer Camp and Lord of the Flies, but in a gilded cage. Some people got very close. There were friendships made and friendships lost. All right. Now we're here, present day, kind of ish, last weekend. SNL did a parody White Lotus sketch in which they made fun of Amy's teeth. It's been a big talk on social media. So this is the SNL sketch, and Goggins actually publicly praised this sketch, and Wood actually went on social media and called the sketch, quote, unfunny and mean. And neither Wood nor Goggins have addressed the rumors directly. So the good news is they most likely won't be reprising their love interest roles in the next season of White Lotus because, spoiler, their characters died. All right, now just some quick bites for you. Jennifer Lopez announced she'd be going back on tour following her divorce from Ben Affleck, and disastrous ticket sales from the This Is Me Now tour. That tour was actually scheduled to begin last June and run through August, but it was ultimately canceled in May. So now she's just gonna be picking up, certain venues to perform at. And she's also hosting the AMAs on May 6th. Now, that deep tease from earlier, Katy Perry getting blasted with negativity following her Blue Origin mission. Even fast food chain Wendy's took aim at her, tweeting, "Can we send her back?" And then Kesha, the singer, followed up with a photo of herself drinking out of a Wendy's cup the same day. I don't know. Call it a coincidence, call it not. That is what's going on in Hollywood.